In 1922 or 1923, the provincial government of Mountain Province headed by Governor John Early and Kalinga Deputy Governor Nicasio Balinag recruited more or less 20 families from Bontoc Mountain Province to come and settle in Tabuk. To get to Tabuk, they have to walk and ride horses. They scouted the Gobgob area and crossed the Chico River, but would finally choose the flat land in what is now Barangay Bantay as their settlement. They called their settlement as Bontoc Colony. Among the heads of the families of the pioneers were the following: Mangayo, Pongchad, Saliwan, Balingao, Palat, Bumatnong, and Chuntukan. During the first months, many of the Bontoc settlers died of malaria, which forced some of the survivors to return to Bontoc. Some of them, however, decided to remain and would later on be joined by another group from Bontoc, mostly relatives of the survivors. People from Cervantes, Ilocos Sur were the third batch of people who came to settle in Tabuk. They came sometime in the late 1920s. Two buses brought the group from Cervantes to Lubuagan, and from there they walked the rest of the way. The following, along with their families, composed the pioneering group from Cervantes: Agustin Fernandez, Policarpio Fernandez, Pedro Tuvera, Pedro Fernandez, Pedro Angaangan, Ambrosio Angaangan, Pedro Agliam, Jose Soriano, Calixto Gose, Gregorio Alaman, Meliton Galiema, Pablo Abongan, Enteng Abongan, and Dugaong.
1926, from 26, 526, di tatang may kaputa nagsardingan nagtaltalon nangalat ti kwa, nangalat ti Carison, ng baka, nangalat karyada, napandadjay kandon, takuding agala ka dagiti as-asin, kada ko'y may biyahin na dito yung Bontoc, nagiti rugrugina, kahit sa nga nabayag, nag-inot da nga, nagpakasta dito Lubuagan, ang ba iti lugan edi nga truck, no di lang magmagna ti tao. Kung ano pa nga rigat nga panpanag na kay Carson lang nga, guyo din ti baka. Kahit itata, nadanon na dito Lubuagan dahil kabagis na nga agnakan ti Policarpio nga Fernandez nga agubra ti eskwelaan. Kahit isyutin na ka-istorya nga ay ading, dagatayo dyan nga nakitak. Malis dyan na ti dagatayo. Gayag pa kadagiti kakadwa ta mapantayo. Kasi ti ko na dagi kapsat na nga agnakan ti Policarpio nga Fernandez. Iti pidwa na nga panagbiyahe da. Ta kahit mo da ditatang ko nga kitain. May da dito, iti kay simuno nga panagbiyahe da. Kat nakaramid pa rin ditatang ko ti dadapilan nga apulpulikos nga kukuhan tinuang. Tati dadapilan ti konti di ka dagi tinaltal nga kwa. Dagi tinaltal nga kanjay nga konti data unas. Isang nagaramid ti dadapilan tagnakan ti sukaw. Data sukaw ti nadalong da dito jay, dat walay na jay ni nga may masa nga balay tayo di. Jay ayan ti sumadal data.
Sometime in 1934, a bago from Sigay, Ilocos Sur named Pedro Balakang learned from a newspaper that the government was parceling out land in the Tabuk Valley to interested people. He came in 1934 in the company of the government survey team who came to subdivide the land. He went back home to invite more Bagos to come, making the Bagos the fourth batch of settlers who came to people Tabuk. With its wide fertile plain which was virtually uninhabited, Tabuk was a stark contrast to the mountainous terrain of the hinterlands of Ilocos Sur, where they originally resided. Among the Bagos who positively responded to the call of Balakang and came to Tabuk in time for the distribution of land and thus obtained homesteads were the following: Leon Bangisan, Roman Baduyen, Alejandro Dapasen, Marcos Malagay, Santiago Pugongan, Francisco Pugongan, Francisco Bangisan, Cosme Sadan, a certain Kawaing, Roberto Dagwasi, Eufemio Ramos, Raimundo Tamangen, Luis Paicoco, Luis Gumpad, Rufino Tayaben, Marcelo Dingwaset, Filomeno Tayoknog, Feliciana Takayan, Dalmasio Bayudang, Evaristo Libed, Martin Libed, Jose Mongaw, Apolonio Buwaken, Crisostomo Galang, Ermito Payaki Sr., and Rosendo Wayet. According to the late Bulanao pioneer Lauro Arizala in his booklet The Dream He Believed to Survive, the first settlers of what is now Bulanao were Francisco Viloria and Pastor Florendo, two Ilocanos from Balawan, La Union. They obtained homesteads in Bulanao in 1935 and settled there that same year. During that year, Arizala, who was a native of San Antonio, Zambales, and was then teaching at the Kalinga Academy in Lubuagan, also obtained a homestead in Bulanao and joined Florendo and Viloria. Many settlers died of the deadly malaria disease, the foremost obstacle to the settlement of the Tabuk Valley, which was then a hotbed for the disease.
Now, you were asking about when yung sakit, number 1 na sakit, malaria. Dahil tati number 1 na sakit ito. Kitsab-sabali pa ito malaria, hindi ka di tayo at ayutod titao, talaga nga agbara. Anya, aglamin pa, mo na. Yung dalawa nagbara, ang dalawa nagkuyut-kuyut. Yung makikita mga tao kasi dyan at kuyut-kuyut. And no, awan ti immunity. Little by little akin ito no, bigay nga yung sistema na nagkamalaria. Every other day, every 3 days, sagsakit naman na. Yung tanungan, yung manaw, kaslaman lang nga datay nakalagay po pumanawan na. After 3 days or after 1 day, depende no, yung klase dyan ng malaria. Sakit ka man na. Isote. But the natives here, mas wala yung nadarong may among tao nadarong mentally at si layang, di ba? Yung mamuyo di agas tao to iti, dalipawan. You know what is dalipawan? It is the bark of a tree. Nga, dalipawan dinaga na nakapapait. Dijay inuwan, ang ram dijay. Dijay kwa na? Was the leaves or the bark? Ang ram dijay. Isuti inumam ay permiti pait na. Kasi sa nga mamaraka ti tao. Dijay ti agas ti tao. Iso lang tiyan mo kasakit. Dijay. Awan mo, takita ka na. Para ito nga ato yung rangyam-yamon niya. Mupaya, hindi ka ubing ko dijay. Basta malaria, tinanggaruan mo saan. Awan pa iti doktor. Awan pa iti doktor. Dijay nga, panahon ng hapon na, wala. Nangamong ka ti bagbangin. Nanang ko na isa ti doktor. But,
malaria mo ti pagkateda, dapat anak na tayo iti, pwede, Kalinga. Hindi ka malamo malaria mo ti patay na, namunoda kami nga, talaga nga may kat adamot natay. Nagbalin pa dati dyan hindi nga, asla masikog. Ako nada nga bitay, dakol ati dyan ti, dyan may hindi. Makadakol na ito dyan may ti data.
The protection of the settlers against the illness was limited. In the Cervantes colony, the government distributed quinine and aspirin to cure malaria. As a preventive measure, the immigrants in the Bulanao colony ate their supper early and then went right into their mosquito nets. They resisted the temptation of hunting down animals that went near their hut in the night to avoid getting bitten by mosquitoes.